Do you EU believe? What's up, you guys? I'm the Nightwing here, coming at you guys with a Day 3 MSI 2019's League of Legends predictions. I'm sorry I missed out on Day 2 predictions. There was just so much that happened that I just didn't have time for the video. But we have a lot to discuss and a lot to go over, so let's see about what we can actually get through. So let's start off with recapping Day 2. Everybody know what happened on Day 1. Don't need to technically rehash that. You have G2 taking down TL, the first match of the NAEU rivalry. This was the matchup that everybody wanted to see. At certain points it was good, at certain points it was bad. TL pick a Kali too early, and Silas is really strong, especially when you give it to Caps. With that being said, you have to factor in this game shows a clear difference in skill between Jensen and Caps. See, I always argue that the Western players are good. They can take on the East players, but when it comes to actually ranking the West players themselves, Jensen had said in an interview that Caps is obviously the best mid laner in the West just from actually scrimming him. And then you got to see that in this game. Yes, Yankos was there, to help him at a few points, but you have to factor in the jungler will be there giving attention to the mid lane in general. But at a certain point, you saw just how good Caps as a player can be, and is, in my opinion, the best mid laner in the West. Not best player, best mid laner in the West. And you saw that G2 took down TL with strategic team play. Double F beating Perks in lane shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. Double F has played ADC for the better part of almost 5 years. Perks started this year doing it competitively. That shouldn't be a surprise. Mickey, with his wrist injury healing, hashtag G2 Army, obviously is going to be a lot better for the team. I feel like the reason why they didn't play Promiscu is because obviously playing Promiscu means that you're definitely going to be a match lower in terms of what you can overall put out at your team. Not saying he's a super bad player as everybody makes him out to be, but it's definitely going to be not what Mickey is going to be able to provide. So G2 beat TL. Fungu Buffalo versus Flash Wolves, it really doesn't matter. Flash Wolves show that they can play good, but not really. It's just these two are the weakest teams by far. I don't know what Betty was smoking, saying that they're going to knock out TL. You need to actually win some games first. But TL get their next game. And TL play against IG, and when people say that there is a difference in skill, again, as I want to reiterate, there is a difference in skill at certain moments. Rookie beating Jensen. You have the Shy dismantling Impact. Dismantling. In terms of not like overall like being in 1v1, what he's doing in the game. Overall, as we said before, the Shy is going to be the best player at the event. Yes, better than Faker. If you watch the LPL and if you watch the LCK, you would understand why I said that. And Invictus Gaming clean crushed Team Liquid, making them go 0-2 on the day. SKT versus Fungu Buffalo. I feel like SKT have been very, very lackluster so far at this event. I think people, like I said, were going to overrate SKT because it's just SKT. So they get that pedigree. They did earn it. But you have to understand this is a different SKT. And you're playing in best of ones. They've been drafting disrespectfully. They've been drafting losing lanes. And people are surprised they're losing. Yes, it's draft issues, but it's also the players too. There's only so much you can blame on the draft. That's just how it's gonna work, But they do fix some of their issues and come away with the win against Fungu Buffalo. Now you go up against G2 versus Flash Wolves. This was a very close game, back and forth. The styles of Flash Wolves and the style of G2 is generally pretty good overall. Things considered, it's generally the same. But Caps stealing the Baron, I felt like definitely stopped Flash Wolves from winning the game. And this day proves Caps is an insanely strong player. Internationally, for people who doubted Caps or thought he was just overrated, this day should show you he is a well above world-class mid laner in general. Not Baby Faker. Those are names you probably shouldn't be throwing out there because that Faker is a one-of-a-kind player at this current point in time in League. But I feel like Caps should get that pedigree of being better than Bjergsen and being better than Jensen, given the fact he's able to play at this high level and this consistently. Factor in, these guys haven't played games on stage in a month, and he's still doing this in front of big crowds, obviously in front of people, that are obviously going to be watching him and having their keen eyes on him. Then you have the controversial IG versus SKT game. This literally looked like IG all queued up together. Hey, and Rookie was like, hey, Shy, what's up, dude? Hey, you want to play some bots and then practice some skill, right? Rookie's like, sure. Calls up Ning. Ning is like, what's up, Rookie? All right. Play against bots? Got you, bro. Jackie Love and Ballonger out hanging out, getting girls. Hey, come on, get on your PC. Let's go play against some bots, because that's what this game felt like. SKT should be ashamed of this game. Like I said before, they're a bit overrated. A bit overrated. They're much better than what they showed in that game. I guarantee you that. People have been kind of questioning their performances. I understand. They are much better than getting beaten like that. And then Rookie in an interview said that sometimes when they face weaker teams, they like to have a little bit of fun. They don't take them as seriously. Against SKT, you knew full well they were taking them seriously, and SKT just haven't shown much yet. Yeah, in their wins, it's like that to a certain degree against weaker teams. They've beaten Funko Buffalo and Flash Wolves. Like, those are the same teams that TL's beaten. Like, they just haven't looked impressive yet. They have the caliber players to do that. It just needs to translate. That's the thing. But that's day 2. Overall, I was really, really disappointed in the EU versus NA match. Not because, NA lost. I'm a G2 and I'm a Cloud9 fan, so, it's okay. I'm glad G2 won at certain points. I did think G2 was the better team. And if I did predictions, I was going to predict G2, anyway. But the one that I might have gotten wrong was going to be... No, I probably would have predicted this exact same way. And it was weird, though. I got all these right this day. Heck yeah. I was right about those. Okay, so this is going into day 3 predictions. And then day 3, so you have what? 5 days as groups. So you have what? 1, 2, 3. And this is the 3rd day of groups, right? All right, so this 3rd day of groups, it's TL versus SKT. Both teams have been looking shaky. I think... if TL want to make a statement game and beat SKT, they're going to have to do it, because their next game is up against Flash Wolves. And I do believe on this day, if SKT have been drafting the way they've been drafting, not for the best of one style, people say, oh, they're a late game they like to play scaling, they like to obviously draft for the scaling composition. You can't do that in the meta. They got to adapt to best of ones. We know they can. They're one of the few organizations ever to go 6-0 in groups. They can adapt to best of ones, but can they do that against TL? For my NA boys, I'm gonna say you can beat Korea this time around. SKT are in a slump. I don't believe you can beat them the second time around. I believe you can beat them right now while they're in their little bit of a slump. So is TL. So SKT just got dumpstered in one of the most embarrassing matches I've ever watched in competitive league ever. So have they recovered mentally because of that? We're going to have to see. I'm going to say TL can beat them. I'm taking a fair bit of luck here. Hey, I was G2 versus SKT. Hey, I did say they could win, obviously, but let's go. Flash Wolves versus IG. I don't know how IG loses this game. They would literally have to all get food poisoning, and then Rookie himself would have to slice off his hands, and then have to be playing with no hands for IG to actually lose. So you know who I'm picking is going to be IG. G2 versus Fangvu, the styles are literally the same. They're the same, and G2's just the better team. G2's going to win. TL versus Flash Wolves, they beat them handily the day they played before in day 1. I think that they can just do it again. So hopefully NA can go 2-0. I love my NA team Cloud9. I love my NA boys. They're all fun to watch. I really want them to succeed well at this international event. And I believe if TL play and get their mojo back, I feel like they can beat SKT, and I feel like they can beat Flash Wolves, and that's what I'm predicting for TL versus Flash Wolves. And then SKT versus G2. This is the marquee matchup of the day, as you guys saw the Riot Tees before. G2 claiming that they can beat SKT. Now I did say they probably won't beat SKT the second time around. But looking at how SKT played, if G2 2-0 SKT, that's crazy. Like, it's not unbelievable that G2 could beat SKT again, given how SKT have actually been playing so far. Based off what I've seen, I think G2 can beat them again. I think they can. I'm gonna say G2. Man, the West is getting all my votes. IG versus Funko Buffalo. If IG beat SKT in 16 minutes, I believe IG can beat these guys in 14. They might make another record-breaking game. But that's it. That's it. My day 2 recap and day 3 predictions are over. So there's what? Obviously 2 more days left, and then you go to best of 5. So that's hope you guys really did enjoy the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Most of all, enjoy. Inside for Nerds, Nightwing signing out. Let's hope the West can really. Let's hope the West goes 4-0 today. Let's clap these Eastern kids. And I know for sure there's gonna be some TL faults there. Peace out.